What's going on, guys? It's JustHK here, and today I'm back with another video. And as you read by the title and saw by the thumbnail, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make your Xbox One X, your Xbox Series X, or just your normal Xbox One faster. As of 2020, as of December 2020, if you want to get specific. But if you are interested, you want to learn more about this, I'm going to go into all the in-depth features, the settings, and everything your Xbox does and needs to actually provide you with the best gameplay possible, the best FPS, all that type of stuff. So once again, if you are interested, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys ultimately like the content. I'm not going to force that on you, but yeah, that's all up to you. And without wasting any more time, let's hop right into it. So the very first thing I want to go over with you guys is go down to your My Games and Apps. Now, of course, you guys will have maybe less games than I am actually, showing you guys right now. I have 17 games right now, all displayed onto my Xbox or just downloaded onto my Xbox. The very first thing I'd recommend, and I know that you guys are gonna be like, oh, why? Like, this is like the easiest thing you guys should do, but delete the games you don't really play it. Like, obviously for me, I don't really play this Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press uninstall, and obviously you guys know how it works. Games take storage, and storage actually makes you lag even more, especially the more games you have and that type of stuff. So if you don't play a game, guys, just simply delete it rather than just keep it there just growing like dust on it, and it's stupid. So make sure you're deleting them if you guys want to maximize your game efficiency, whether you're playing like a Cold War, Cyberpunk, Fortnite, any type of these like high actual required storage games. Make sure you are deleting apps for it. So also, apps really don't take up that much storage, but if you guys want to delete some, you guys are more than welcome to. I'm just letting you guys know you guys should probably clean your Xbox of games you don't play once in a while. Now, I'm also on this page to show you guys that you can actually change your storage. So all the people that are having problems with storage, and you guys do know how Warzone is like 500, not 500 gigabytes, but it's like a lot of gigabytes. I believe it's like almost 200. Fortnite's like 100 something as well. So what you guys can do is go down to your manage, and then obviously we have an update right here, but we're not going to talk about it. We're going to go down to the free up space right here, and you guys do see that I have no leftover add-ons to install, which is good, obviously. But there are two games that are actually shrinkable. Now, you guys can see I have Fortnite installed on my internal Xbox storage, and as well as my external storage, which is, I believe, my drive that, I get extra storage. You guys can see I have about 2 terabytes or 3 terabytes technically on this Xbox. You guys can tell right there. Anyways, now if I actually went to shrink this, I would actually save 4 gigabytes, as well as just make my Xbox a lot faster by using less gigabytes to store a game, right? So ultimately I'd be saving 8 gigabytes, but personally I don't really want to do that because what's really the point of doing it? Wasting time, to be honest, to me, because I have a lot of storage and stuff like that. Anyways, going back to the Xbox settings now, or hopping into the Xbox settings, we're going to go over to your profile and system management. Go down to your settings, and what you're going to want to do, you're going to press it, of course, and we're going to get into depth right here, show you guys the ins and outs of what each and every setting does and how it affects your actual Xbox. Now, the very first thing I want to show you guys is the power mode and startup. I go over this in every Xbox tip video, and this is probably going to be your best friend. So what power mode actual energy saving does is whenever you guys are turning on your Xbox, it is going to do a full reboot, as in not deleting your games and stuff, but it will take longer to load up every time you are playing on your Xbox. But that actually does prevent the crashes from happening when you're playing like Call of Duty Zombies. I know a lot of people that are actually experiencing crashing whenever they are playing Call of Duty Zombies. So if you're experiencing like crashing, jitter spikes, all that type of stuff, energy saving is the way to go. And yeah, you guys can read it. Obviously, the instant on version is just the fastest console sped up, and you guys can just play multiple games at once with all the instant on option. Anyways, energy saving, you guys put all that energy into one game that you are playing, so it maximizes the potential for that game. And it's very easy to do. So change that to energy saving, reset your Xbox, and you'll be good to go. Now, the next setting I want to go over is going to be your TV and display options. Now, of course, if you guys don't have it on 1080p, I'm guessing a lot of people are going to have their TVs or monitors at least 1080p. If you don't, I am really sorry. You're playing on 720. That's That's a yikes for you. But anyways, if you guys have a 4K TV, you guys can set that up as well. Personally, me, I'm playing on a 24-inch smart TV, so mine is only 1080p, 60 frames per second. I only have the Xbox One X, so that's totally fine with me. Anyways, going back to the main topic, you guys make sure, obviously 1080p. Go over here to the video fidelity and overscan, and what this actually is you guys can change the bits per pixel, so make sure it is on the highest setting. You guys can see right now I set it back so I can do it with you guys. So we're gonna press 36 bits per pixel, 12-bit, boom, just like that. It's gonna black out my screen, and then it's gonna be like your display will go back to the last setting in 20 seconds. Keep this color depth, yes. So now once we keep that color depth, we can go down to the color space and change it to PC RGB. This is going to make our game look a lot nicer, and it's totally fine if it doesn't work with the setting, because you guys obviously know that it's going to look better. Anyways, with that said and all out of the way, we are done with the fidelity and overscan. This is basically going to make your Xbox look a lot nicer when you are playing the games, and it's not going to do the jitter spikes and the lags, and it's not going to skip cuts and all that type of stuff. So that's just going to help you guys out with obviously the motion blur type of video games. Now, going all the way back to the network settings, this is where we're going to be spending most of our time. If you guys want your Xbox to become faster, you guys will need to actually get, you guys see it on the right hand side, an Ethernet. Yes, obviously I've gone over this. If you are a casual on my channel, I've gone over this millions of times on my channel, of course. An Ethernet is basically a cord that connects from your Xbox to your router. Now, a lot of people might not have this wire, and it's actually very, very cheap on Amazon, eBay, wherever you're buying it on. I believe it's like $5 to $6 depending on how long it is and that type of stuff. So if you guys want, you guys can ask your parents, hey, can I get this? You know, it's very, very cheap, very affordable, and everyone can actually have access to it. As long as you have a wireless connection, you guys can make it a wired connection. Now, you guys obviously can be the justifier whenever you are buying it. Honestly, all of them work the same, but make sure you are having a wired connection when you are playing your video games. Now, the next thing I want to tell you guys now is go down to your advanced settings, and you guys can actually mess with your network settings. I'm gonna have to blur the right hand side. It's okay though. We're gonna go down to the alternate port selection. Now basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna enhance your settings or your network settings so you actually have like less ping and all that type of stuff, where you're closer to the servers of the games you're playing on. Now, what you want to do whenever you are on, I believe, automatic, it will set a random port selection. So what you want to do, and I've already done this, so I'm not going to change it, but you guys want to go scroll all the way down. Depending on where you live, it's going to show you guys your NAT type and all that type of stuff. Make sure you are pressing the one that is the second last one. So for me, it would have been 51658, but I've already done it. So if I did this, I just reverted back to its old settings. So I'm not going to do it, but we're going to press continue, and boom, we're back. Now, the next thing we're going to do, you guys don't want to do anything with the MAC address that's already set, and keep it automatic. Next thing we're going to do is go down to the DNS settings. Now, the DNS settings right here, it actually chooses what server you're actually getting your DNS settings from. Now, basically, what this is, it all depends on where you are living, once again, with obviously the NAT type. What I'm going to tell you guys right now for this is, if you are living in the US, in the western coast, because that's obviously where I'm living right now, you guys make sure to actually put I believe this is the Cloudflare setting, and you guys can put 8.8.8 for the primary DNS setting, and then for the secondary you guys can put 8.8.4.4. Now, if you live in like places like the UK, Australia, India, those type of places all have their separate DNS servers that are better suited for that area, of course. So you guys might not all live where I live, so make sure you are doing your research. Probably search up best, like, Oklahoma. Let's say you're living in Oklahoma, right? Best Oklahoma DNS servers, and you guys just copy that in. Once again, this all depends on where you live. So with that said, we are done with the DNS settings. All right, now that we're done with that, we're gonna go over, you guys can obviously test your multiplayer connection, test your network speed and statistics to see how much has changed from the before and after, but that's not really gonna help you out. That just gives you kind of an idea of what you've been doing and how it's working. Now, I believe we're basically done with everything that we had to show you guys on the general. If we go down, I believe, to all the way to, where is it, devices and connections, here it is. You go down to the Blu-ray, and if you guys play a lot of disc games and you like go in and out with like playing like GTA on a disc, or like, you know, Minecraft on your disc, you guys make sure to actually clear your persistent storage. This isn't necessary at all. So I usually tend to do this, like, I believe, like once a week. I play GTA on disc, and I usually put it in and out, so it gets kind of full. So make sure you're deleting the persistent storage, because it takes up hard drive space, makes your game lag a lot as well. Now, with that said and all out of the way, I believe that's really all you guys can do. Rather than just, you know, get a better Wi-Fi connection. That's really it. Get the wired connection, modify your settings, make sure you have as only the games you play on your Xbox, shrink your game so you have more storage, therefore less like, you know, space is being used, and more actual hardware compatibility goes to the game you're playing. Now, with that said and all of the way, I want to wrap it up. Hopefully you enjoyed this, helped out your Xbox, and with that said, it's been your boy JustHK. I love each and every one of y'all, and I'm out. Peace.